So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop? So much pain, cause my life's been a lot. So much pain, I'm getting tired of these blocks. I'm in last place right now, but I soon reach the top. So much pain, I'm like, when's it gonna stop? So much pain, cause my life's been...
Welcome back to the Last Place podcast. Listen, I actually don't know what episode this is. Is this 26 or 27?
Could be 27.
It could be
I don't know, bro.
It could be 26. It's been a while. Either or, it's 26 or 27.
Life's been life.
Life's been lifing, but we're back. We made it again.
Right now,
yeah. But yo, we're in Pirate Studios again. We didn't really want to be here. But again,
gotta make it work, man.
Gotta make it work somehow. We're gonna do it somehow. Big things coming soon. Inshallah. Big things coming soon. But yeah, episode 26 or 27. Sorry, we don't actually know. We just kind of do this now. I'll edit it. I'll know what it is above here or whatever it is.
It's a bit 27. No, it could be 26.
No,
it's 27. I think it's 27 still.
What episode was Tabs?
I think 26. This could be 27 still.
I'm going with 26.
27.
I don't know. I'm betting you though, because I ain't giving you no money.
Leave. Nah, you're not even leaving the comments. Guess, yeah. Before you carry on watching, guess what episode? No, actually,
don't know, blood. yeah,
I'm tired, blood.
Yeah. Hey, so as you can see, things look a bit different. Not just our background, but also we've upgraded the visuals. So now we have a new camera, bad boy visuals. So now we look a lot more cleaner. We look a lot more presentable, a lot more professional. Don't get it twisted. What we was doing before, we was using my phone. My phone's good. I liked my phone. It helped us achieve what we wanted to achieve without having to delay it. Because if we was to save for a camera up until all and now, we could have still never have started a podcast. Because you know what I mean? Like life, we would have just been like, oh, you know, gotta save for this, gotta bit by bit, whatever. So man just got a camera and man was just using their phone for the time being to just have no excuses and just to get it done. People are like, oh, I want to start a podcast, but I don't have the equipment. You know what I mean? I don't have the equipment. So everybody got a cellular device. There's no excuse, blood.
And I feel like at the time, man didn't even think, like, our man's head camera wasn't even in man's thing. Like, man didn't think man needed a camera at the time. I don't think. Man
knew we needed a camera, but man just said man will use their phone.
Yeah, but it's like, it wasn't even like a desire, we need to get a camera.
Yeah.
The main desire was we need to get equipment.
100%.
We didn't even think about space, bro. We didn't even have a space at the time.
Because we was moving like hitchhikers. That's why we knew like we'd just be bouncing around in it. Like there was no excuse. Some people would have thought too deep. I need a camera. I need a boom setup. Blah blah blah. It's gonna take me 3 years to save. I'm gonna take up blah 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 blah. But just start with your phone, man. If you wanted to, anybody who wants to start a podcast and don't have the money or the desire to go big or go home and just wants to kind of start or just wants to just have a humble start or whatever and don't want to go too crazy, phone camera. You can use your phone mics for the microphones. You can buy cheap Bluetooth mics that attach to your collar or something for 20 quid that can attach to your phone off Amazon or something. Like there's no excuses really.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, yeah, if you're saying shit, I need to stop doing that.
That's fine. Don't sit too close to the mic though.
Nah, swearing. But I feel like if you're saying things that people want to hear, it don't matter where you record it in it.
Basically.
You can record it and it could have the poorest quality, but if you're saying things that people want to hear, people are going to listen and tune in.
Facts.
So when you're overthinking how it looks and this, that, nah. If people are going to mess with it, people are going to mess with it. You can have the best quality equipment gear, yeah. But if you ain't got if you ain't saying something, you don't have to be speaking any sense or anything. But if you're just doing entertainment podcast, whatever, if you ain't saying things that people want to listen to or watch or whatever, no one's going to tune in anyway. So
100.
The whole I feel like the best thing to do, bro, is start cheap, test it out, see if people F with it. Then you could go invest in it.
And that's exactly what man did, bro. Man are like, oh my God, did you using the phone? Oh my God, I would never have known. But to me, I know because I know what, you know what I'm saying? I know what good visuals and stuff look like. But like I said, it was good for what man was doing at the time. 100. Like I said, some people are saying, oh, I don't want to do no video podcast until I get my camera or whatever. You know, I do an audio thing. It's like just have the poorer visuals and let people see your face, get comfortable with the camera. You know, because that was your thing, innit?
Yeah, that's what you was talking. That's what I was remembering. I was like, yo, I want to sit off the camera. I don't chat to you.
My boy over here, we went out.
Boy, don't know who I am.
I know. My boy over here was we went for food when we was discussing like the podcast and that.
I don't think we was discussing the pod. We just went for food. And
we was that was the plan. Like it was like a meeting in it. So we went for food. We went for Chinese or Korean. Or we went for sushi, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be on the camera." I said, "You what?" It was like, "I'm on it. I want to talk and spread the word." But
spread the word. Sound like a preacher.
Yeah, you know what that's what I'm about to do, bro. But he's like, "I want to spread the word, but I don't want to be on camera." I thought, what? And I swear, I was back and forth with this geezer for about an hour, saying, "Nah, you have to be on camera." No, I don't know. But he managed to get on camera anyway.
I'm here now.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, humble beginnings. Do what you need to do to get started. You don't need the fanciest equipment. You don't even need a lot of money. Honestly, everyone's got phones. It could be a Samsung S5. Like, it will do the same thing. It will have unlimited recording. Majority of them do. HD recording. You don't need no crazy 4K, 8K visuals. Just get a standard microphone. But you can get free editing software now. CapCut. You can just literally put the audio and the visuals together and whip up something crazy in no time. And there's no excuses on that no more. No excuses. No excuses. So yeah, that's just a few wise words from the boy. But that was a long intro because we ain't even introduced ourselves. Crazy. So it's your boy, Young Double. Sexiest man alive, Sexatron, Sexavelli. Crazy to see and hear me do that in HD 4K. But you know, all of that sexiest man alive, all of that good stuff. Above there, on my left, I got my boy,
Big Tycoon Hunter, Mr. Chestnut Checkers. Yeah, man. Mr. Tired right now. We still show up, we still record, we still gotta make things happen. You get me?
I need him Post Malone tattoos. You know, he got his eyelids tired and it says "always tired." Facts, bro. So I'll be feeling.
It's not even a flex, blood. It's not. Yeah, cause when your body shuts down, it's not even a flex, blood.
Remember, man used to speak about body shutting down. He's like, "Nah, I'm good.
Facts,
good. 9 days, nothing." Until one day he was like, "Yo, blood, I'm mashed up. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm sick. My body aches." And I was like, "Yo, bro, it's real."
That's when the gym's journey started, blood.
Yeah, nah, facts.
I know you're getting hot. You getting hot?
A little bit still. I'm getting a bit toasty, bro. I can't back out nothing under here though. That's crazy. But yeah, episode 26 or 27. How's your week been, bro? Been a while since we've done this. Just me and you.
Just fucking work, blood. Really busy. Utilizing the hours. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man.
Nothing else other than work.
Nah,
that's just how it be sometimes, isn't it?
Like, just work. Nothing else other than work. I mean, yeah. I went to my brethren's wedding last week. Congratulations. Yeah, bro. That was nice to see. You get me? Have man thinking. You know what I'm saying?
What did it have you thinking, Big Tycho?
Yeah, it was like, yo. Nah, you had man thinking like, yo, man could do this potentially one day.
Do what? Sorry.
Like, get married? But weddings do that to you, you get me? I think weddings will do that to you. But I've been weddings will do that to you still. Weddings will do that to you, I reckon. Because I feel like, weddings will do that to you, man. Weddings will do that to you. And think, you know what it is? He was giving, like, when the day before, man was having a real conversation in it, and like just his, like, how he's
with the guy getting
yeah. And it's like how he just broke down a lot of things, and I was like, yo, this makes sense though. Just like in terms of like how he's rolling in marriage and blah blah blah. But I was like, yeah, man. But he's a Muslim brother in it, so their ideology of like wedding and how the household should be is different in it. So
you like them values and
yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. So to see like marriage and wedding stuff, I was like, yeah, nah, I respect it still. I respect it. You get me?
So you'd potentially.
Yeah, well, I don't like. You never know in it. You never know, blood. And I was against marriage, but
you see all these geezer speaks like this. I get so my heart just fills up with so much warmth because you was just you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was just not on it. Like, nah, won't go into how deep you was moving, but you was a bit like no. Like,
you know what it is? Sorry, this is my long intro. Sorry, but you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like I was gonna say. Nah, I feel like you know what? If you get, it's just one of them ones in it. Like you don't know in it. Like obviously, you just have to go into it. If you feel like the person's whatever, you just go into it, bro. You don't know. Like some people are scared to go into it because like, oh, this that. But that's life, bro. It's a risk. You don't know in it. is what it is.
I love that for you, blood.
Yeah.
It took a man getting married for you to be like, I could do this, maybe.
Yeah, I could do this though.
Yeah, you're definitely like a hands-on learner. Like you have to see the benefits and like the mood it brings you. Like, was you there like sitting there like, was you like, this is nice?
Nah, yeah. Because you know it is. Like I was just in like not even shocked, but it's like, yo, man's raw getting married. Blood. He's raw getting married. You get me? And I feel like that's what I sad man thinking like, yo, could I do this? Could I do this? But yeah.
I love that.
And like, you know, like to see his family and that, and like they're just excited and blah,
everyone's
blah,
family
yeah.
being together.
That's like a proud moment, isn't it? Because obviously he's doing his whatever, yeah, and just like the journey that he's gone on to then get married and then like his mum to witness that. Then I think that's sick, bro. That's a proud moment for mum.
Marriage is like, it's very nice. Like it is a very amazing thing. When I think about marriage, though, it scares me though, but not the thought of like being with somebody for the rest of your life, like for like with one person. That doesn't scare me. I think it's just more the finding the person or your person to be like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the more like thinking about the perfect woman or girl coming into your life and kind of just being like, coming into your life and just being like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you. Like it just seems so far. I think that's because of like society and how we are like and how the people we come across and all of this kind of stuff. But it just seems like so like, wow, that's a possibility. Like you just have to think, how did you meet that person? How did you know what I mean?
You can't plan that shit.
Nah, you can't. But obviously, I get it happens and that, but it is proper. Like it makes me feel a bit like this is a thing. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, one day they never know, blood. Like yo, I feel like to say. I mean, I'm 20. Man's 25 right now. For me to be like right now, yo, I'd never get married. Like yo,
how old you boys are? Your age?
26, 27.
Crazy.
Yeah, 26, 27.
Crazy.
But yeah, to think like, you know, like man's age now, 25. I can't say anything in like be like, I'll never do this. I'll never get married. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, at 40, bro, I could look at myself now and think you're an idiot, but you didn't know nothing then. The same way I could look at myself when I was 18, 16, thinking, yo, what the fuck was you doing? You get me? So
it's time,
you have to be careful with what you say, blood, and what things you like stand on.
It's time, because it don't even have to be that far back, bro. It could just be, I said I was gonna never do this today, but then you're gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the bare man that say he would never get like F relationships and then end up being loved up and that.
With kids.
With kids, blood, married, out the game for life.
Yeah. Nah, facts. I love that ish though, man.
How's your week been?
My week, bro. Yo, hectic, fam. Crazy. I don't know. I feel like I ain't caught a break, bro. I feel like I'm just creep walking for the nonsense, fam. Like I feel like my life's just non-stop go. There's just always BS happening. There's just always something going on. But obviously, you know me, the man them know me. I'm always kind of like head down, focused as much as I can be, to the point where it's like if I don't talk, you would never know that things happen and whatever. Like I'm not as secret as you. Or I'm still convinced that Hunter's like a double agent or something, lives a double life, and just goes into his house, and then there's just like a lot of computers on the wall. He like flips into his into his
cave.
He just goes. Yeah, I'm still convinced that, but yeah, like it's a load of nonsense, man. Not even nonsense, but just a lot. I call it nonsense because that's just how kind of just
you deal with it.
Innit? Yeah. But man, know me, blood. I just crip walk for the pressure, blood.
Pressure build diamonds kill you.
I know. I had a conversation with a friend about this the other day about pressure building diamonds. Yeah. You need to get out of the mud though, because that helps make diamonds. I'm gonna embrace that, but that's some last place-ish, isn't it?
That links in perfectly with what we was gonna talk about today, anyway. The diamonds.
Oh, and what was that, Mr. Tycoon Hunter?
Like, just like what? Wait, basically. Yeah, so we're trying to do this thing. We're just trying to have a bit of structure. You know, usually we freestyle and that, but we're still gonna freestyle. But we just thought, like today, let's talk about like growing up where we grew up in it, and like how that shaped us. Like overcoming obstacles, like positive influences.
How we became the people that we are.
Yeah, and defying stereotypes. But yeah, because obviously you was talking about dirt and diamonds and yeah.
You start then.
Let's see what it's saying. Sorry. So yeah.
Because you wrote that on yourself.
So yeah. Growing up in the city of Birmingham and like how the hood shaped man's. How the hood shapes man's perspective, values, and aspirations. Challenges man's faced, and challenges man's encountered in the environment, educational, societal issues. So like, basically, how was it growing up in the hood for man?
So me personally, man was deep in trenches at it.
And you know what it is? I feel like we should I want to establish this, like what a hood is, in my opinion.
Go ahead. You start that first.
Because I feel like
too many people using the word hood too loosely.
Yeah, too loosely. And this is not like, it's not even like a bragging thing, because it's never that. Because it's not nothing to be like braggadocious about. But
we have to make people aware as well. Yeah, because what it is and
yeah. Because in my opinion, yeah, what a hood is a place where there's
poverty.
Poverty, I'd say gangbanging and drugs. Yeah. I would class that as a hood, in my opinion.
Yeah, because poverty covers a lot of categories. So
because the poverty leads to gangbanging and drugs. Yeah. So that's what I would class as a hood. I wouldn't class a hood as a place where it's solely just poverty.
Yeah. It's just a bit less money.
It's a bit less money because it's a bit less money, but you're not around like violence.
Yeah.
I would define that as like a hood, in a sense. Yeah. Because you could be from like a shitty part of Birmingham, but like you're not getting pressured.
Yeah, you're not dying to gun violence and Benefit Street.
Yeah, or you don't know people that have died to gun violence and knife crime. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. But you can still come from like a lower income like environment, but you're not experiencing certain things. So I wouldn't really class it as a hood. Like, you come from like a lower income area, but like a hood is like gang violence, gang banging, drug dealing, knife crime, murders. If you're from a hood, you would have experienced that, whether you're involved in it or you're not. So yeah, that's how I would define as a hood. I don't know. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. That just sounded like man's life.
But yeah, go on.
But like how I see it. So me personally, I grew up deep in trenches, but I never let it define me. I always used it as fuel or bait or fuel, whatever you want to call it, to want better for myself, because I seen how mad things were and could be for man if man entered and did certain things. And when I say entered and did certain things, there's no point holding back. Selling drugs, getting involved with the wrong crowd, little things, little bits and pieces, but I managed to stay away from it. Even though man was in it, as in like man's friends, people's associates were all doing it. Like I would be outside with all of these people. I'm not saying outside. I mean like literally just like in the garden. You know what I'm saying? Like outside the front of the house or whatever. I was with all of these people and that, but I'd always be myself, and these people were doing all of these things, whatever. But I'd still come around them because they were good people. They were all raised right for the most part, in terms of manners, respect. You know, one of them ones. Like if I was inside and my mum went outside to go to the car or something, these man went, "What? You okay?" You know what I'm saying? These man always hail up man's mum and all of this. Like it's normal, and man knew they had values, and that it's just that they got involved in whatever they got involved in. But for me, I just they were cool people. I couldn't avoid them because that's just man's environment. And this is what a lot of people's issue is. Their environment shapes them because that's all they have around them and that's all they know. You know, they don't want. So for me, them man, I'm cool with all of them, man, safe. But a lot of man would have seen that as brotherhood. They would have went, I don't get this feeling nowhere else. And they would have been stepping deep with man, with certain people, you know what I'm saying, with certain people. But I'd have seen it as, these man are cool. These man do whatever they do. When these man go and do whatever they're doing, I'm back home. When you man are ready to play 60 seconds and keep me uppies or whatever man we're playing, or go park, shout me. But other than that, I'm inside playing PS2, Xbox, whatever.
I feel like me and you kind of different in that sense. Cause I wouldn't even say I was like that. I would say, it intrigued me. Like at a young age. I'll be honest. It intrigued me. Cause I feel like, you know what it is? Like growing up, that's all man seen in it. But to man, it wasn't like, I was just intrigued by like, just like how it was, if that makes sense. It's like, just like the culture of it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
because all man knew.
All man knew, but it's like,
knew.
Man didn't see it as like a bad thing. You get me? Man just seen it as like, these men are just out here
doing what they're doing.
And you know what it is? Honestly, it just seemed to me, it just seemed like these men are out here doing what they're doing, yeah, but they've got each other's backs to like the end.
The max, brother.
To the max.
Yeah.
So that's how I seen it. So I never ever seen it as like a negative thing as when mum was younger. You get me? I just seen it as like these men are always together. Whether there's 20 men on the block, 30 men on the block, them men are together. You know what I'm trying to say? And like, it wasn't even like a thing where, to me, as I'm talking about young you as well. I just seen it as a thing.
How young we talking?
Primary school. This is where man was seeing 30 man on the block, 40 man on the block. How much bare man? This is like
looking
back
like
a
a hood video.
Yeah, now 100% before cameras and that. You get me? And then that's how I seen it. I just seen it as like, yo, these men are just together, blood. Like, and that's I would say that's where my fascination comes from it, because I don't think back in them days, obviously, man would still see like drug dealing and that, but it wasn't even a money thing. I didn't really see the money thing side of it. I just seen more of like the togetherness in it.
Yeah, brotherhood.
The togetherness. But
yeah.
in terms of like me being drawn into that, like, I wouldn't say like I was a super good kid, but like, I just feel like it's just the things that, I don't know, just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I feel like you was drawn to it because that's all, like I said, that's all man knew. That's all you seen. It's like, if you weren't doing nothing inside, like for me, this might be the bit where it's different for me and you. Like, I was a gamer in it. I still am.
Yeah.
Whereas you, I don't know what you would do in your spare time. What hobbies and that did you have as a kid?
As a kid, man was just be outside in the park.
This is what I'm trying to say.
So man was just seeing
it. You was in it, bro. Like, you might not have been in it, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man was around it.
So man will call you over more often, all the time.
Man's friends that man are outside with playing football or whatever, or like, because it's football, you know what it is? Football brings the hood together. So you can be playing football and everyone's playing football, you know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, it was just I wasn't inside because I didn't like to be inside.
Yeah. And that's where me and you differed. I loved being in my home.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, I used to want to, can I go outside, mom? No. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But I had good issues. Like, some kids, their mum would tell them no, and they'd have nothing to do. They'd have to use their imagination.
Yeah.
Whereas I would be told no, get sad, and then go play Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
You know what them ones?
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. Matter was not privileged. Like, people think I was privileged, bro.
Yeah, I thought you were privileged.
Bro. You ain't never told me that before. Man, I'm sweating.
They got the Sony Ericsson in primary school.
I did have a Sony Ericsson in primary school. So other people had Sony Ericsson.
I didn't. No, I'm joking. That was like my phone though, blood. Yeah, no, go on. Y'all get high there.
I was blood of toast. I don't want to back this off, bro. I ain't got nothing under here but a vest. But I got people think I was privileged. I wasn't even privileged like that. My mum just used to work to make us happy, just like everybody else.
Yeah, 100%.
You know them ones,
100%.
but my mum probably just had a little bit more than other people's mums. Where like I wasn't a kid that used to ask for much either, so I'd be rewarded maybe more, but in like longer periods. You know what I'm saying? So instead of saying, "Mom, I need these trainers," I'd wait 3-4 months. Mom, I really want this. She's not getting it on the day or anything, but she'd be like, you know what? Cool. He ain't asked me for nothing for a while. And then my mom would grab it for me, or I'd wait until Christmas. Like Christmas, I never got what I didn't want. That's not a flex or me.
No, you're speaking the truth.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a flex on talking nothing like that. I didn't ask for much. Like, and my mom probably seen it. Like, I ain't really spoke to my mom about nothing like this before, but she'd probably see it as, I got him this to keep him inside. You know what I'm saying? But like, this goes back to the conversation about man's dads and that. Like, my dad, bro, was a huge gamer, techie, nerd, geek, bro. I just take after my father, fam. And this is what I'm saying. It's important to keep dads around because my mom and dad split up when I was 12. I remember that day, year 6, bro. I was broken, bro. Boys coming over to me asking me, "Yo, Shaq, you good?" Look, these times I know I'm going home. Dad's not there. I'm thinking like, what's going? The whole dynamic changed. But up until then, me and my dad gaming, whatever, staying inside. I didn't even want to go outside, bro. What do I have to go outside for, bro? Me and my dad playing San Andreas co-op, 2-player, playing racing, playing Burnout together, bro. Like, I didn't have to go outside nowhere, bro. Like, that was it. But obviously, as you get older, you want to go outside more, or you just want to go outside, like, in general. But like man said, that there kept man grounded. Kept man grounded. Having a dad, having a mum that, or me not wanting too much, and my mum seeing that, and my mum facilitating that kind of thing. It kept me grounded, and I didn't want to go to jail, bro. What am I doing in jail, bro? I can't play Xbox in jail.
I feel like you know what it is for me. It was football that kept me outside, or got me outside, should I say?
Yeah.
And then obviously that just kept man outside, and then I feel like, you know what it is. Man will play football, but then you only can play football for so long, innit? But man like to be outside, so then man probably just do dumb shit outside. But it's not it's not extent to where like man's trying to do like violence, hostile drugs. You get me? Man will just do dumb shit as kids. Cause I don't feel like, you know what it is. Honestly, I don't feel like, well, growing up, man didn't have, you know, like now you see like 12-year-olds like getting sent OT or doing the mad thing. Like, I don't feel like we had that pressure on man. I legit don't feel like we had that pressure on man to like do things.
But because it's a different generation, and it's like social media and TikTok, and it's like now you kind of like back in the day they kind of slip a little message to you like, you know, you want to make some money or something. But now it's like every man's trying to get their line buzzing. They're trying to poach whoever they can. Yo, I need that you. Go to, like the thing. Everyone's thinking numbers, and everyone's a businessman now. The more kids I got, the more money I'm making. The more people I can recruit, the more money I'm making. Whatever. But back then it was a respect thing, innit? Like I know these kids are probably getting forced in that now. Whereas man, them back in the day probably asked man. And if the seen that man went on it, or if they knew who our brothers and sisters were, they'd respect that, you know what I'm saying?
Or probably like the mum thing that you're saying, because man seeing your mum and that to know like, yo,
Shaq's a good you.
Or respect it, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know, you don't know what's going through man's head back then. I just feel like, I don't know, blood. I feel like growing up for us, man, it's just a bit of a different, for me personally, I would always say that man didn't have like any sort of like force on man. It was just the man's observation of man's environment and what man's seen around, man. Like man would still see the whatever, but man was still playing football for me, because obviously we grew up in the same area, but we grew up in different parts, innit? Yeah. So for me, in my part, like man would just be playing football, and then if we get bored of playing football, we might just do stupid shit in it. But it wasn't stupid shit to the extent where man's thinking about, yo, we need to go make some money, or we need to go do this or do that. He was just playing football, stupid shit, like mess about. And
that's what I'm saying. That's where we differ again, because I was outside playing football a lot. You know, whatever, I go in the park because man had a cage and that. But as soon as the stupid ish went off, home time. Home time, bro. Can't play Xbox in jail, blood.
Yeah. But you see, back then, I don't really think, like, you see, but man wasn't really, like you're saying, innit? I don't think like there was any sort of pressures to like man wasn't really thinking about when man's doing stupid shit. It wasn't even to do, it wasn't doing stupid shit with like malicious intent, if that makes sense.
Nah, it was all bants, bro.
Like it was also bants. It was fun.
You had the right people to do the stupid ish with.
Yeah, it was fun. Like no one's doing crazy shit. Man's just doing stupid shit.
I feel like we was the last generation to have stupid ish fun with our friends, with it being harmless.
Yeah.
Like not the run nowadays, bro, can result in you being murdered.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like. We had youth clubs and that, bro.
Yeah, even that.
We had a youth club, bro.
Even that. That kept man out of certain things as well. Even that.
Youth club kept us out of certain things, and youth club also brought us together. Because I put youth club as one of the main reasons why I know the people that I know today.
Yeah. Even I would say, you know, youth club. You see, this I never thought about this before. I feel like, okay, cool. You see, obviously, man stopped going youth club at a certain point in it, but you see, prior to that, youth club, you see, like when I was saying, like, man play football, and then when it stopped, man do stupid shit for fun. Youth club actually showed man what real fun was, if that makes sense.
100%.
You know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
So like going cinemas, like you could take man's places that man would never ever
for
go.
50p, you know. I will go to Big Whack or you can eat buffet for £2. Bring back youth clubs.
100.
Bring back youth clubs.
And I feel like that kept man out of trouble in a sense as well, because let's say if there wasn't no youth clubs back then, like man probably would end up finding himself involved in certain things because man's just outside, innit? Like they say the devil makes work for idle hands, innit? Man's hands weren't idle. Man was in youth club, or man was playing football, or man was playing games.
Yeah.
But like now it's a bit, even though like technology and that's a bit more prominent now, it's still, I don't know, like now it's a bit different, bro.
Like people keep saying, oh, technology is good, it brings us together in ways that, but nothing will beat the experience that youth club gave, man. Just coming out your house every day, going to a place, meeting new people. Oh, you live here. Yeah, cool. And then that's it, bro. Brotherhood for the rest of man's life. Like meeting people in different, like man's youth club. We had a sheet that man used to tick, bro. And you'd tick what you'd want to do by the hour, because I think it was there for about 5 hours or something like that. And then for the fifth, like you'd 1 hour ICT, second hour karate, third hour football, fourth hour dance.
Yeah, man's not outside. But if you're doing that, you're not outside.
And if you was, you lost the train. You missed the train.
But think about it like this: if everyone's going youth club, there's not gonna be that one person that's outside because you feel like you're missing out because all your friends are at youth club.
And this was government funded, and this had to be free.
Yeah, it was free. I don't remember ever paying for youth club. That would have been expensive, blood. That would have been expensive, blood. Like man was going cinema for free. Man was going theme parks for free. Man was doing all these things for free, blood. For free, blood. I don't remember paying for youth club, blood. I don't remember paying for it. Probably because I didn't pay for it, but I don't remember having to pay for youth club. All I remember is needing to have money for food. That's it.
Even the canteen was that cheap, bro. Them big old chicken burgers for like £1.50.
But yeah, bro, I just feel like man saying the devil makes work for idle hands. Like man wasn't, obviously, like I said, for me personally, man was outside playing football afterwards, get bored, do whatever stupid shit. But up until a certain age, man was just playing football. So I felt like that for me personally, that just kept man just out of the way. Yeah. Because I just wanted to play football. Like football was fun.
You know how I see it? Sorry to get all deep in that, people. I see it as, this is me talking now. It's like, I feel like the world, the universe, whatever, put man in the positions that man will put in. And we came out as diamonds in the dirt because what made us not do none of these things, bro? Obviously, man say parents, games, whatever. But there's still certain, as much as you wanted to explore or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You thought about it. Obviously, that probably occurred to me. Not like I wanted to be around or anything, but it's just like, I wonder what these like get a kick out of this doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man didn't go there. And that makes, like, there's not very many man that didn't go there.
But you see what it is? I would never look at the man that go there and blame them. Because you see what it is? Man can understand it. Like man said in it, man can understand 100%. It, bro. Like, it's not hard. Like, if you know what I'm trying to say, if you grow up in that sort of environment, it's not hard to just step over that line, if that makes sense.
Just go there.
It's not hard, bro. It's like nothing's inaccessible. But I don't know, bro. Like, you know, still to this day, I probably couldn't pinpoint why man didn't do anything like that.
This is what I'm saying, bro. There's no answer.
No answer.
Man was smart enough not to do it, but there's a lot of smart man on roads right now.
100,000,000%. I wouldn't even go on now.
I was gonna say there's a lot of smart man that know exactly what the outcome is, but they genuinely believe they can beat the system. And there's nothing wrong in that, but you know what I'm saying? There's just a part of us that just said, never, not even gonna try, not even gonna taste the game.
It's an interesting one still. I don't know. I don't know, blood. Because not to say there's not. It just depends, because like you're saying, like man grew up in a place where man actually knew like people in it and knew some of these like have relationships or whatever with people that have done whatever. You get me? But so man know, like man's not no different to man, if that makes sense. It's just choices, isn't it? I reckon it just comes down to choices. But then again, it's like
But how are these choices made?
I don't know, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. And I
honestly couldn't put that. I don't know.
And I get circumstances, but you see what it is? I'm on my Molly mate-ish right now. We all had the same 24 hours.
No, it's true.
We all had the same 24 hours. Everybody's circumstances were different. I could have been living in absolute hell, poverty, in the same exact place. Mums didn't work, never had a dad, had no money, no shoes on my feet, but I could have used that as fuel to be the hardest working man on earth.
But I feel like you have to, you see, when you're so young and so impressionable, yeah, I feel like you still have to have that spark given to you from something, though. Like, if you're in an environment, yeah, where all you see is, like man saying, it's gangbanging, violence, drugs, yeah, man them on the block, where are you going to get that spark from? Because that's all you know, blood.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why I genuinely believe sometimes it's destined, bro. Because I've seen the nicest youths, bro. 2-parent home. Mum and dad still together to this day. To this day. Brothers and sisters, uni, Harvard, wherever. But the youths are still on road. It's like, bro, you're a good kid.
Do you think it comes down? I don't think it comes down to like good kid, you know, or bad kid.
Nah, but when I
just feel like it just comes down to like who you with.
But this is what I'm trying to say. What made you go with that person? You're a good. When I mean you're a good kid, you was raised correctly. You should have it. Like this is what I'm saying, bro. It's a gift because how can some people not know who's good and bad for you? You know when you get this sense, I don't want to be around my man. You know that thing I've always done for my whole entire life, from when I was a youth around you, bro. When I just be like, I don't like my man. Like, oh, why blood? He's safe. 15 years down the line, my man's rubbed out, bro. It always happens. Like I'm not really ever wrong, fam. If I don't feel it, man, are just usually bad energy, bad vibes. Because there's certain man that if I was around to this day, bro, I'd be doing dumb stuff, fam. Just cause that's just cause it's my dog.
It's an interesting one, still. It's an interesting one. Cause you know what it is, yeah. I would put it down to like, okay, let's say you grow up with man, yeah. Obviously, that becomes now your family. Growing up in the hood and going through certain things and seeing certain things, like people that you grow up with, they're not your friends, bro. In my personal opinion, they don't become your friends. Like growing up in like them sort of environments, it builds like some sort of family relationship. So I just feel like, whereas if you're in a group, I don't know the answer, bro. I just feel like sometimes, yeah, whereas I'm speaking for man that probably go down that road, innit? I just feel like sometimes whereas you're in a group, you might just be tempted to just try it, innit? Like you might, yeah, your bench, you might just like, this is your dark, like, you know, like I said, it's like your family. He might just come one day and say, yo, blood, man just sold this and made this. You might be thinking, I just want to try it.
100%. But then what makes the youth that says, that when he says, I got this, move that away from me. You know what I'm saying? What makes them youths, bro?
That is true. I don't know.
Because if we were both kids and you said, yo, look at this, I'd say, where you get that from?
Nah, it's true.
I would never be like, yeah, let's do it. I'd be like, Hunter, no. Like, where did that come from?
I don't know, blood. And you know what it is? I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest. I was intrigued by a lot of shit in it.
Yeah.
But I think because I'm just a naturally inquisitive person, you get me? But I feel like one thing that just kept man away from it was just like, you know, like when I like, let's say I could be intrigued, fully intrigued, like, yo, like, you know what I'm trying to say, that life or whatever. But you see when like you hear people like weigh up the results and then I sit back and I think it just never made sense to me, bro. It just never made sense to me, car. Like everyone says it, dead or in jail, blah blah blah. And when I actually deep that, it just never made sense.
But this is what I'm saying.
It's never made sense to me.
Why don't a lot of people? Why doesn't that click for them?
I don't know. I can't.
Some people, but if this is what I'm saying, some people think dead or in jail and are like, F it. That a man that says F it, not saying obviously any man that's doing whatever they're doing, you're doing whatever you're doing, innit? Man are just talking from.
But you see what it is. You see what you're gonna say there. At the end of the day, everyone always stops doing it,
even if they're forced to.
Like a man could listen to this now and feel like he's getting violated, but there's gonna come a point in his life where he's gonna stop.
He's gonna have to.
He's gonna stop.
Whether it's old age, he's getting forced to.
He's gonna stop.
Or he's made enough.
He's gonna stop. He's gonna look back and think that shit was pointless.
Yeah.
But yeah, carry on. Sorry.
I can't remember where I was.
It's just like what makes a man just not wanna be involved in it or whatever. I think that's what you're saying. Shrimp's too hot, blood. Nah, but
sweating out my brain cells.
Nah, but what? Yeah, nah. For me, like you said, when I deep the whole dead or in jail thing, I just wasn't on it. Bro.
Sorry, this is what I'm saying. But I'm saying like a man, like a you that doesn't deep the dead or in jail thing. Does he have nothing to live for?
Potentially.
Because you not submitting to it and realizing, oh, this is dead. Oh, it doesn't make any sense. That's like rare, bro. Because a lot of men are just thinking, yeah, if I get bagged, they would have thinking, I might not do the gangbanging thing, but I'll just make some money. If I get bagged, I'll sit down for 3 years, but I got 10 bags saved.
But you know what it is? I feel like a lot of the times, and I know this is fact because man's spoken to man, a lot of times man just don't know what they're doing in it. That's what I just feel like. It comes down to a point where you don't know what you're doing, yeah. So you feel like I just do anything. Like my life doesn't have any value to it.
Yeah.
So you're right, like weighing up a thing like dead or in jail or whatever. You're not gonna value your life if you don't. You're not gonna weigh up that risk and think it's pointless or stupid because you have no value to your life in it. Like that exchange there. In your head, it's like it doesn't like it's worth it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like where you're saying like man played game to you, that was all life was about. So you exchanging games to go do something like that and end up dead or in jail wasn't worth it. Like me at the time playing football or whatever, that wasn't worth the exchange, bro. So I felt like because man had that little bit of purpose, it kept man away from it.
Right.
But like bare youths, they don't have that sort of purpose in it. Bare youths grow up nowadays, they don't play football, they don't play sports, they don't play games.
And
just on TikTok.
And they listen to drill.
So it's like that becomes their purpose, innit? Like
now it's like, oh, my older brother's doing this. My dad's in jail. My mum ain't got a job. She's on benefits. I'm listening to Ching Ching Ching, made 50 bags this week. It's like, it's inevitable, bro. Like their path is made. And this is what I'm trying to say. There's youths out there that are seeing all of this and thinking, oh, that turning it off and putting Kendrick Lamar on. You know what I'm saying? Listening to actual like mind fueling music. They're seeing their mum struggle, thinking, don't worry, mum, I'm going to get the best job in the world. They're going to uni. But they're in the same hood. Their next door neighbor is moving mad. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Everyone's in the same environment. Let's say they're both black boys, both Caribbean descent, whatever. One is doing this life. Both of their mums are in poverty. One's choosing to help mums the best way he knows how. The other wants to do a life of whatever he wants to do. Like what is it? Like it's just I feel like there's a certain.
I think it comes down to purpose. When man's breaking it down, I think it comes down to purpose. Then again, there's man out there that do what they're doing it, but they can have the same sort of purpose as the man that out there's going down the legit path in it. So obviously there's gangbanging in the ends, and then there's obviously selling drugs in it. But a man can sell drugs with the same intent as the man that's want to get a job or want to do whatever 100%. To get their mum out the hood. It's just that the man that sells drugs, he's just saw that as a way to make peas in it.
Quick and fast.
You know what it is? I would never downplay that route because I could understand it more, if that makes sense. I could understand that route more.
Especially in today's society, bro.
Yeah, I could understand that route more.
100%.
Even growing up, I could understand that route more. But like I said, when I weighed up the options, it just never made sense to me. You get me?
Yeah.
It just never made sense to me. But it's like I think the whole other side of things like gangbanging and that even that there, you see, sometimes it's like you're chilling with your bedrooms, things might happen in it. You're just forced into it. It's not even a thing where sometimes it's not even a thing where, like I said, it's like a family thing in it. It's not even a thing where you want to be bad or you want to cause chaos or you ain't got no purpose. There's some man that get dragged into that might have purpose, but they feel like that's just their family's been touched. the man that they've been outside every single day with since a youth has been harmed now. And it just happens to be a man from over there. So now it's a thing where it's fuck everyone from over there. That I feel like that's sometimes that's not even a choice, bro. That's just you just get dragged into it. Yeah. No matter how straight or narrow or how purposeful you might be, that's emotions, bro. Yeah. And as a youth man, you ain't learned to control your emotions yet. You ain't learned to think logically. Obviously, there's some man that at a young age you can think logically in it, but at them ages there, it's like, nah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, nah, like you just feel like, and then as well, like you're growing up in an environment and you see you're not like you've been programmed to deal with things in a certain way where it's violence and whatever in it. So I feel like some certain situations, man, just get dragged into that life like that, bro. I just feel like, I don't know, bro. But then obviously certain men get to a certain age where they start realizing certain reactions and doing certain things ain't worth it.
Yeah. But by then, a lot of the time it's too late.
Yeah, because a lot of men grow up and realize it's individual problems that they've always had. It's never been a whole area.
Yeah.
It's only individuals, and then man start talking to man from over there, and then man start talking to man from over there or whatever, and it's like, wait, man are cool.
Yeah. But then the man that are still deep in it are like, yo, how can we doing that? And it's just a continuous cycle. Then it's F man from my side for chatting to man from that side, and then that sparks the next thing because man will be like, yo, man from this side, man from my side ain't chatting to me. Yeah, how come? And it's just a continuous cycle. And this is why it don't get broken, because this is why poverty it's so weird, bro, because it's like they force poverty onto us for us to just kill each other.
Yeah. No, 100.
That's a fact, to be honest.
Yeah, 100. Because that's where like the whole, because look, poverty, whatever, brings man closer together because you're not bonding over anything else except for who you are as individuals.
This is what I'm saying. This is why, like, making friends at work and that, it's temporary, innit? Especially for man like us, because we know what it's like to have real brothers and make friends with people on the outside when man was either struggling or, you know what I'm saying? Man knew what man was going through or whatever. So it's just like when you're saying hi, hello, whatever, and it's like, oh, and you're having a laugh and joke and that. This is why I feel like, I don't know what you're about to go on to, but I was just gonna say like being from where man's come from and that, it builds so much character, bro. Because you can see straight through so many people.
100%.
Because man, I've seen people, Judas people, 4K, 3D, like in my face. I've seen that. So a man at work saying something in a slightly different tone, I'm like, yeah, I gotta watch out for you.
Yeah, like if we want to talk about how the hood shaped, man, in that sense, there, bro, I'm grateful I'm from blood.
Grateful, bro.
Obviously, when a man was growing up and got to a certain age, I was embarrassed. I can't lie.
But yeah, you told.
I used to have things on from something.
I kept it trill, blood.
Yeah,
I let him know where I was from, blood. Cause
I'll be honest, bro. Yeah, go on.
No, that's it.
I'll be honest. When I went uni and that, and I would meet things from Birmingham or girls from Birmingham, I'll say, I'm not from Newtown. I'm something.
Yeah, you told man that stuff.
I'll keep it real, because at a certain age, when you start to develop your own character, I just thought that was like an embarrassment, bro. Yeah. Like being from poverty is an embarrassment, you get me?
And it's mad because even to this day, if you let anybody know where you're from and that, bro, they're like,
yeah, you get judged.
Like, but I'm a big man.
No, you get judged.
But
you see, people can say but then you realize man's bigger than that. You get me?
Bigger than that.
But it's still shaped, man.
Bigger than that.
Man, like, it's not even like, obviously, gangbanging and being proud of where you're from is two different things, you get me? Man's proud of where man's from a thing where it's made man into man who mans are. It's made man like smart, savvy, charisma, knowledgeable. Like, it's built man's character, you get me? And now man can say, yeah, man from there because man's proud of it, you get me? But that you learn that as you grow older, innit? But yeah, bro, like
man just stayed out the BS, still out the BS. Even like when man went to an event, somebody that we know, I'll tell you who was off camera. They were like, you still there? They're like, are you still living there? I was like, yeah. They're like, Hunter is. I was like, yeah.
My fucking name. I'm joking.
They're like, you still live there? I was like, yeah, but I said mentally I left a long time ago. You get me?
Word.
I said, yeah, I'm still living there, but I said in my mind, I'm gone. I'm in Beverly Hills, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Like, man, that's just house now. That's home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a place where I have my ideas, and then the ideas that I'm having are for the bigger scale that are gonna take me to the places that man need to be. You get me? Like, so right now it's just there's no fear. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's just the hub. You know what I'm saying? That's it's become past that point where it's like, oh, how could you live there? This and that happens. This and this. It's just what it is now, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Obviously, you see, when what you just said there, this and that happens. We're not even going to go into detail of what we're talking about when we say this and that. God, some of the shit's crazy. Yeah.
Oh no! Still, like even like walking home sometimes.
Yeah.
Like and you just, sorry to cut you. You just see it. Like even matter say like even crackheads at it. You see nitties just two-stepping, half naked, clothes all ripped, shoes off, but it's just what it is, isn't it? Man are just like looking like. Sometimes man hail them up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not like touching them or nothing.
He's got the best deals, blood.
Huh?
He's got the best. Come and get you everything. Do with your perfume. every blood thing.
But them man there, they will see man. I'm like, yeah, you good. But I'm not thinking, stinking it, because it's just
man's used.
It's just what man's used to.
Even crazy people just walking the road and that, like man's like that's.
It's gone past the point of going, haha, you crazy or whatever, bro. It's like, this is just what man are.
Yeah, man, just have your names for your blood. Let's go, man. You get me? Like, bro, I love the ends, bro, but I don't love it to where I'll die for it.
Oh, God,
you know what I'm trying to say?
No.
I don't love it to where I die for it.
Some man are probably going to hate me for that. They say, oh, shut up, you know. But nah, sorry. Man know me. Man know I'm different, innit? Man knows a chosen one, bro. Like, or one of the chosen ones, bro. Like, just to keep me out of that BS, bro. I got friends and family all over the gaff, bro. I think that's another thing that helped, man. With leverage and all of that, bro. I've got family in Quay, and they're good with everyone. So it wasn't ever a thing where it's like, yo, you can't go around there, you can't go around there. I was stepping steady everywhere, bro, because I gotta go see my uncles, my cousins, family. What, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just that's just what it was. Like, there's no ifs and buts. So there was never any sort of element of like fear of going places when I was younger, because man was on Soho Road, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man was going up there. Man was Ladywood, wherever. Like, that's just, I've just known everybody. I was going youth centre in Ladywood, so I knew all people from Ladywood, people from like, it's just everyone's from. I know everyone from everywhere.
I'd say in man's perspective or man's life, I just think man was just obviously, as you grow, like you're growing up around saying certain things or whatever, you probably get brainwashed to think don't go over there. There's dangerous, and you shouldn't go there. Like that's a red zone. Yeah. But it's not like man was involved in anything, but obviously, you
had that sort of element of fear, just that.
Yeah, it's just like you just don't go them places because it's not your comfortability area. Like it's not your. Cause that's the whole. You know, like when people say, "Oh, when you fly out from the ends, your mind opens up." But that's where that comes from, and it's just like this is where you're safe at. This is where you're comfortable at. Anywhere else, that's out of your territory. You get me? And over there, you can get harmed in it.
So for you personally, was you a man to ever really leave the ends? For much,
up until
like as a youth, like was your mum taking you here, there, and everywhere? Like was you up and about with your brothers and sisters or whatever?
Not really. Not really like that. Still, I think it's man group with some interesting characters. You get me? And I feel like it's just interesting, bro. Like man wasn't really obviously man would go. Obviously different places, but I don't know why I was more conscious about like this place is over here and this place is like I knew like these places were different from where man's from, innit?
That's all man know. Because for me, it was never this is all man know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was never this is all man know because I've got like the way my family's set up. I'm close with all my family and it like everyone. So I'd go to my family in Handsworth, Ladywood, wherever, like, and I'd know the shopkeeper, like, you know what I'm saying? You see the average people, the normal people that you'd see bopping around and all this kind of stuff. So it wasn't ever, I feel like a person that was just in bits constantly would be like, why do I need to go over there? I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I was brought around, dragged around on a bus. My aunt would say, come, we're going here. My sister's cousins would say, oh, come, we're going here. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot.
I feel, but you know what it is as well? For me, I felt like there was a stage where man was just comfortable. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave.
You know what I'm saying?
Because man enjoyed being in the park. Man enjoyed going outside and seeing the same man every single day. Like, I enjoyed that. So why am I going to want to go over somewhere else where I don't know no one over there? And I'm not gonna have as much fun over there. I might, but I don't want to risk it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I wanna, even if I was taken somewhere, I wanna come back and go play football in the park with the man them and chat with the man them or mess about or you know what I'm trying to say. That was my mentality in a sense, but man, I feel like because obviously we're talking about different ages as well, because I'm talking about like primary school times. I feel like secondary school times. I don't know, man wasn't really thinking about, well, to a certain age, man wasn't really thinking about that still. Man was just going to school, having fun in school. I feel like school was man's life at one point until where you got to like, 10, 11, when it's like,
I feel like man, as well, me and you kind of experienced the more outer thing late, you know, because we just went to both schools, like where man lived. Like a lot of people will catch you and bus to a whole different spots of Birmingham and that, but because our things were always like walks away, we stayed in it for a lot longer. We kind of didn't meet new people as much as other people did until a later stage, until man reached like college and uni and all of that. That's why you probably did feel a bit more embarrassed or whatever. Whereas if you was from where we was and then you know you was going Perry Bar, Great Bar, you know what I'm saying? It would be a lot different for you.
Yeah, 100%. You obviously, you know what it is, man used to go football and that used to take man far, but these like later ages when man older in it. But 100%. This is uni. When I went uni, that opened up my fucking perspective, my eyes.
Third eye just went,
everything, bro. That opened like everything, bro. Like that definitely changed man still. It changed me for good, and then obviously, it was different still. Cause you just meet different people, and then I don't know. Sometimes you just I don't know what it is, but man should just have that thing where man's just different to these people, bro. Like these people don't know what man's seen or anything man's experienced.
That's a perfect thing to like stop on and talk on. Like when you talk about your life to other people, bro, it's like they want to drop down and have heart attack and be like, because let's face it, if you're from a nice area, you know, full of people, you know, that don't quite look like us and all of this stuff, people are just dying of heart attacks and strokes and
let's talk about that
and getting ran over. Like that's the if anyone's getting killed, they're being ran over. Like if you're from a small village or whatever, like a murder and stuff is like
you think that
murder
happens in
she wrote.
Yeah.
Like people are dropping every day. Every other day, even if you're not dying, like you're being stabbed, you're being shot at, you're hearing it, man. I'm messaging you, calling your BBM, yo, did you hear that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. And people are saying guns, killings, what? But that's what makes it crazier for us, because when we're speaking about it, we can speak about it, it's all raggo. It's all man know. It's what man grew up around. It's what we seen, what we heard, what people talk about.
And that's half of it, man. Can't be talking about everything.
No, 100%. Man ain't talking about nothing. But it's like, that is scary, bro.
No, 100.
Because man can just roll off so casual, like, oh, was you late for work? Somebody got shot. I remember at work, like, my road taped off, you know, blood. My road taped off. I can't leave. I'm trying to go to work. Could you stay there, please, mate? You know, stuff around the floors, evidence. But I'm seeing shells and debris and that everywhere, bro. I can't. And like, my managers think I'm lying. Good one, Shaq.
No, like, it's crazy. You know what? That's so crazy. Cause some people are they don't think that exists, bro. Some people don't think that exists.
I think it's just the movies, fam.
You think it's just the movies? Nope. I think it's just the movies. Nope. You get me? But even that there, bro, like to even experience some of them things there, and yeah, blood, it's different. It's different. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I'm not saying people should want to experience that, but I feel like a lot.
No way.
Like, you know what it is? I feel like you have to be grateful for what you don't experience in it. Not saying that because obviously look how man's turned out in it, and we're still developing and growing. But like, it's just I don't know, bro. That's interesting. It's just interesting. Like, there's things man's seen, the things man's experienced, and it ain't turned man crazy.
Man just embraced it, bro. But that's the kind of people that we are, innit? Like, we've always been like people to bad situations. We can laugh at them. You know what I'm saying? We can make a joke. If we got pied off, we got parred.
Yeah,
I can laugh about it. Man will be upset at first, but man will be like, "Yo, remember that?" Kind of thing. It's just kind of, but this is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people would have made it drive them crazy, bro. But why can we just like see these things, laugh about them, or just be like, "Rah, that really happened. We lived through this. We've seen this. We experienced that." Like, this would have pushed a lot of man to either go for revenge or turn them crazy or just amplified something, you know, spark something.
But you know what it is? I feel sometimes I want to be careful in saying man's different because I don't want no one to think that they can't think like that. I feel like it's still accessible, you get me? But I just feel like sometimes you just have to know what your greater purpose is in it. Even if it's not even fucking, you don't have to be like trying to change the world or some shit like that. Sometimes I might just be like, yo, I just want to get a job. I just want to make my own money, buy my own clothes, buy my own trainers.
Learn an instrument.
Yeah, sometimes bro. But I'm just saying sometimes it's not even, you know, like when man say man's different and man's took a different path. I don't like, obviously you sometimes say it's special, but sometimes I don't want to say that because I don't want people to think that you have to be different. Like if you're going through whatever you're going through now you can't think like that car. You have to be different or you have to be special.
Nah, but there's no time limit on being special. You can awaken specialness at a later time in your life, innit? You just have to realize you're special. Like, a lot of people that are special now, that are like credited for being special, had hardships, was doing my mazza. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel, but that's the thing. I feel like man, sometimes, because if you speak to a lot of, obviously man grew up with man, and if you, like you say, if you speak to bare people, you realize that some man were bad boy footballers. Like, a lot of people had talents, bro, but it's just that direction, that guidance, that I don't know, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to put an answer. But if man could put an answer on that, yeah, man could have the answers to us to why people do certain things. Man could solve it all. Like, everything would be finished. Because the answer would cure everything, but you man don't have them answers. It's hard to answer that question, bro.
Yeah, that's
as to why man's like man, why man's man is, and why some people took the other road, like where there could be man's bedrooms, or people that man grew up seeing. Like, why did they take that other road?
Poverty is like the hood's cancer still.
Nah, 100.
Like, there's no cure for it, but it can be treated. It can be treated.
I feel 100%. I feel like it just comes down to purpose, bro. You just find something that you want to do that makes your life have value.
Yeah, and I feel like,
but now do you understand what I say when I say that? Like, find something that makes your life have value.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Maybe the word purpose is a bit strong. It's the correct word, but I mean, like I was saying, like, if you learn an instrument, like that alone, you might be like, oh, my mom's forced me to play violin. But then playing that violin makes you meet other violinists. You know what I'm saying?
It just takes you away from that environment.
It just takes you to a mind where it's like, you know what, learning an instrument's pretty cool. I might not want to learn the violin, but I want to play the piano now. Then you're playing piano, you're going to piano classes, you're meeting people that you're meeting people that might not even want to learn the piano either. Like, yo, your mom forced you to do this as well. Yeah, cool.
But okay, cool. Then again, it comes down to money though, because it's poverty and not everyone can avoid have piano lessons or violin lessons.
Nah, 100%. But I'm saying, like, that's just an example. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, I feel like,
okay, it could be football.
Yeah, or football.
Yeah, because football is free.
Football's free. Your mom. I was gonna say, I'm sorry your mom could afford a football, but I don't know how everyone's living at it. It's not funny. I'm smiling, but it's not funny. You get a football. You meet other people that are playing football, but you meet somebody who's seriously on football. I want to be the best footballer in the world, and you know he means it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just talk. That person is somebody you want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Not just man, kickball, and then it's like, yo, man, I'm going for a smoke. You rolling. You ate, bro. Where you get cigarettes from?
No, it's true.
But some man would still go with cigarettes, bro, because maybe they're interested in cigarettes. Maybe their dad smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. I think it just all come like I think what I've come to realize, I think it just comes down to the value you place in your life, innit? Cause remember, bear man go jail, you know, come out of jail, realize it's not worth it. have some value in their life now, where they might go uni or might get education from jail, come out. Now, the things that they was doing before, that's not worth exchanging. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like if you could put like, if there's like 2 baskets, yeah, and one's like, you put like what things that you like to do in life, go on holiday. Like, bear man go on holiday and change their life, bro. Cause like, is this what I was exchanging in terms of in exchange for that other shit? Yeah. That man end up snaking me in the end, end up going jail for, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, my bedrooms died, lose man, you know what I'm trying to say? Bare shit. Is that worth exchanging the lifestyle and the holiday and going into another country? You see baddies and, you know what I'm trying to say? You coming out, you don't have to worry about this, or, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I feel like it just comes to the value you place on shit, bro. And I feel like if you ain't got no value in your life, then you're just gonna trade it for something that has no value. Cause at the end of the day, anything that, regardless, I don't care. That shit, that anything that man's talked about today has no value, bro. Cause everyone in the end always ends up saying it was worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Yeah.
Unless they stopped and got out.
Because bear man will lose their bedrooms, you know. And if you was to say to them, yeah, yo, was it worth losing your friend? If you could go back, yeah, if you know all the friends that you've lost, if you could go back at the start and not get involved in that, to lose this person that you really love, and you change your life to avenge, bear man would not go down that road, bro. Because their friend's life is not worth that. But at the time, man, are not thinking they're gonna lose a friend, if that makes sense.
100.
I just feel like, bro, it's just value in it. Like, but sometimes it's like, obviously you get put in an environment, not even get put in an environment, you grow up in an environment where everything you look around, nothing has value, bro. You're like, flats, shops, crackheads, like, nothing has value, bro. That's why it's certain, like, you see something like a shiny car, blood, like, everyone just goes crazy. You see, you don't remember you see a phone, you see a game, you know what I'm trying to say? It's something valuable, bro, because everything you see is just, has no value to it. But is it set up like that way, bro? Is it designed that way? But that's where the internet came from, man, in man's sense, and it made man put value on thinking, yo, there's other shit.
That's what I'm saying. You found out that there was a bigger picture. You might not have been able or seen it, because you probably wasn't being dragged here, there, and everywhere. But you seen it on the internet. You used the internet for that.
Yeah,
Whereas some people might have got the internet and seen other stuff.
Nah, facts.
You seen Mayweather and thought, whoa.
Yeah, I was like, nah, this makes my life worth, like, have value to my life. And
you living like this.
Yeah,
I can live like this.
Yeah, nah, facts. Because
I don't think Mayweather came from.
No, we come from the same sort of environment as man, bro. You get
Where's
me?
Mayweather from?
No. Nah. Where's he from? It's not Cincinnati. No, he's from some next place, bro.
Like he was meditating to the mic.
Nah. He's from some next place, Killy. I forgot. But yeah, same sort of environment, bro. But yeah, even that there, because then when you see a man come from that and then achieve something that puts value on your life, because then you start thinking, what can I do the same thing with my life? Even if it's just a thought, blood. You don't have to believe it, you know. It could just be a thought of like, yo, man come from where we come from and he's doing this. But that's why a lot of men grow up with men that are trapping and think, he was like bummy and
little fish.
Now he's driving through ends in the mad thing, or got the mad jewels on, or he's got new trainers every day. If you only got one pair of trainers, bro, and you see a man coming through the hood with new trainers, new tracksuits, new jewels on,
that boy got two different shoes at one time,
bro. You're gonna feel like, yeah. But this is what I can always understand the trapping route more than the other route.
Yeah. For poverty.
Yeah,
for poverty. Where man's from now, 100%.
For poverty, I could always understand that route more. Not saying none of them are good, but because
100%.
there's always alternatives, and everyone always ends up going on the straight and narrow anyway. But
to the best of man's ability.
To the best of man's ability, bro. Yeah. But obviously, like man said in it, all of this that man's going through and everything that man can speak on now, shape man's character, bro.
We're not saying you're a mess if you this way. You should do, like, live yours, innit? No, that's what Central C says. Live yours. I can't preach and say, whatever. I've never been on the streets. I can't say, yo, this happened to me. I can't be a street preacher. You know, there's people out there like Zimbo and that. Shout out Zimbo, that's doing all of that good work, doing all of that. I can't say that. I'm here. I've always been how I've been, but all man can say is live yours.
You know, go on. Sorry. You go on.
I was gonna say all I can do is say live yours, live your life. Whatever the circumstance may be, just be prepared for it. Only you've put yourself in that position.
100.
Even if your friends have persuaded you to do so, you still said yes in it.
100.
So,
and I feel like our perspective ain't from there. We've gone down that road, we've gangbanged, we've trapped or whatever, and we've ended up in jail. I mean, now we're speaking on our story. Our perspective is we've been around that shit, yeah.
We lived it through other people.
We've indirectly experienced that directly in some cases, yeah. And we still became like we are who we are today. So we're not trying to, it's not even a thing where,
shaming, man.
Nah, it's never a shaming, man. Think of man would have real conversations with man that are whatever or whatever, you get me? Man have real conversations, but man's perspective is like, yo, we're talking to the man that probably around that and dibble dabbling, thinking, should I do that route? That's the man that man's relating to in a sense. You get me? Or man's relating to the man that can look at a man and think, yo, how did he not even do that? That's the man are talking to. You get me? Because our perspective is, yo, we was around it live-o. You get me? And some man went down that road, but we went down the other road, and we're speaking on our perspective as to why we didn't go. And we don't, sometimes I don't know the answer, you get me? Sometimes I don't know the answer, but man can only speak about it and get clarity in it. I think, in my opinion.
100.
Like, cause we was near it enough. It wasn't hard.
It was near. It was like this close, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't hard.
It was this close.
And we still managed to keep sanity. We still managed to go get jobs. Still managed to go uni. Still managed to go college. Went to school.
Stayed out of trouble.
To the best of man's abilities.
Yeah. But I mean, stayed out of trouble isn't like when we say trouble, man.
Yeah, man ain't been in jail. Yeah, man ain't been in jail.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, for everyone else, trouble means, you know, a slap on the wrist.
Yeah,
when man say we ain't been in trouble, it means we ain't been bagged, bro. We ain't been caught up in nothing. Man ain't never pressed man about nothing or whatever. Like, it's like man ain't been involved deep enough to experience the sort of outcomes that could potentially have happened with that sort of life. But man know that there's people there. Like, man, I've got people in jail now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's just
100.
what it is. And all I can do is speak to them the way I'm speaking to these, like, basically. So yeah, let's just wrap it up.
Yeah,
But did you tune of the week quickly? I ain't done tune of the week in a minute. Just quickly, what's your tune of the week, man? Oh, because we got a camera now, I can actually have my phone here as well.
Tune of the week. I'd say, J Styles.
Oh,
his new tune.
The new thing is fun.
J Styles on a favorite artist, bro. He's one of my favorite artists. Yo, shout out J Styles.
What's the tune called again? Little Kimmy.
Oi.
Yeah, brazy.
J Styles is the waviest. Yeah.
Brazy.
Makes you want to draw 2-2, girl.
Yeah,
No, joking.
I hear ya.
I'm joking. Out the game.
My tune of the week, I would go with probably Hellraiser by Tupac. I F with that tune. Like, that tune sums man up so much. Like, the energy, everything perfect. I feel that song in my soul, and I don't really feel too much music in my soul these days. But yeah, me and Tizo was singing that on the M way the other day. I didn't know Tizo would have knew the words, bro. Shout out Tizo. Happy birthday to my brother Tizo. Actually, it was around this time we shot Tizo's birthday episode, innit? Last year.
Oh, I said,
freaking hell, blood. We have to re-up on one of those though.
100.
Man, tell you what's going on.
But man, definitely, I'd love to have some of the man the money and we talk about some real shit still.
No, we'll have to do it still. We'll do it still. But yeah, episode 26 or 27 or 28 at the Last Place podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll be seeing more of us again. Like I said, we will be shifting and shaving and changing and morphing. We're just in a very creative space right now. We know we've got a lot of bigger things to come, and we're trying a lot. So yeah, everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Young Double,
Big Tycoon,
and we'll see y'all next time.